Going live now.
So rotate, ma'am.
Mute.
Yeah, correct.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Campus Care Ed Talk. Ed Talk is a platform. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Ed Talk Campus Care. Ed Talk is a platform where educators come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic of discussion is, should internship be a part of the school curriculum? And to express viewpoints on the same, we have with us Ms. Sujata, Senior Principal of Sen Academy Group of Schools. We from Chennai, Dr. Preeti Sharma, Principal of Billabong High International School, Vadodara, and Ms. Kiran Dalal, Principal of Bright Scholar Senior Secondary School, Sonipat. We are a very warm welcome to all of you, ma'am, and we are really glad to have you here. To start off with the session, I would like to ask, do you think internship should be a part of school curriculum and how students should learn from it? Preeti ma'am, if you could start off.
Thank you so much for inviting me to this very, very special episode and on a topic which is so close to our heart. That should internships be a part of the school curriculum? I would like to begin with a quote by the Steve Jobs. He said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, but don't settle. You'll know when you find it." This is so apt and resonates with the passion of the young students that we have in our schools. These are young students who need to study and they need to intern in what they love and what they want to do. And it's okay to pivot as many times as they need to, is what I feel. Dear friends, in this globally and digitally interconnected world, all learners from cradle to their new career need new skills and knowledge to succeed. And if we want to prepare our children for success in school, in workplace, in life, we have to empower them with 21st century skills. These are future ready skills like interpersonal skills, intrapersonal skills, leadership skills, communication, collaboration, team spirit, resilience, social awareness about the diversity and to adapt to newer environments, and also an awareness of their own professional growth. The children today will create the future. So we need to train them and we need to give them the space and the creativity to interpret the world. I feel that yes, internships are very important. They need to be a part of the school curriculum because they provide a platform for students, giving them a glimpse into the professional world. And they also offer students a chance to work with industry professionals, where all these students will be able to take the theory that they learn in the classroom and put it in practice in whichever offices, whichever workspace that they're interning in. Basically, it will give them a mirror of the real life professional world. And as we know, the world of work is very different from the world of a school environment. So it is very, very important and imperative that we develop employability skills in all our young students. And it also helps giving them internship opportunities in school, helps them to immerse in what they potentially want to do, understand the opportunities, in the different professions or in the different areas that they are interning in. It helps them to find their niche, their passion, and most importantly, to become aware of their limitations, to understand their challenges, and to analyze and develop their skills, their competencies, and their talents. So definitely internship is very, very important and should be a part of the school curriculum because it enables us to give the students the space and of course the opportunity to harness their skills and to put the theoretical practice and knowledge which they've learned in school in actually in the workspace. So in my opinion, yes, it is the need of the hour and it is what is required for all the schools. This is a very, very important 21st century need, and we have to ensure that we give this platform to our students so they can confront the challenges and they know what the workplace of the future will look like. So, in my opinion, yes, opportunities have to be given, and the NEP also talks about giving a fun vocational skill to the students at early grades like 6 to 8. So, we have to ensure that these opportunities are given to them, and we have to ensure that it helps them to focus on whatever they wish to do in real life. And as we know, there is absolutely no substitute to a hands-on and experiential mode of learning. So yes, I think all my panelists will agree that we need to include internship as part.
Definitely, ma'am. Because in the ultimately the purpose of good education is to prepare the students for future readiness. So it will happen. You have told in a very good nutshell that the employability skill as well as the NEP's demands what it is in the vocational stream. Well said.
So, absolutely a great start off, I must say. So, I would like to know what do you think encouraging students to, internship help them utilize education received in school? So, Sujata ma'am, what do you want to say about it?
Yeah. In the schools, we impart knowledge, and only acquiring knowledge is not sufficient. Definitely, they should be acquainted with the skill. When they are acquainted with the skills, of course, all the 21st century skills should be inculcated in the school itself. So when they learn, they need a space to apply what they learned in school. So infused curriculum with the internship program in the system itself, they learn everything with a concept understanding. When they go for internship, definitely they can apply that skill what they have learned in schools. This, it gives more confidence to the students when they go for application oriented knowledge. When they analyze the things, they apply with the components and elements of analytical, the critical and problem solving skills, and they can be in a design thinkers. So when they do researches, it gives more of focused and motivated learning towards them, and they do research with a research temperament. When find a solution for it, definitely they will reorganize all the things and redefine with design thinking mindset. Definitely, what they learn in school and when they apply that on hands-on experiences and experiential learning platform, definitely that will give a very proper end result. So there is an interconnect between the school curriculum and the internship. Because even though when they get a practical knowledge, the internship, definitely the new way of thinking style, that is a very crucial part that has to be printed by each and every child. They understand the originality of them, they can identify their inner mood, potentiality, they will find that what they like, what they don't like, and what path they can choose. That all comes if the base is very strong from the school curriculum. So there is an interconnect between the school curriculum and the internship when they go for. Definitely there is a small difference between the internship which is taken by each workmanship is different from the school internship programs. When they go for the internship program by the school students, definitely they have a wide spread area where they can acquainted, because they are not going to research on only one stream. They will be exposed to different streams of it, and that gives a lot of benefit to them, and that they apply their life skill over that. So definitely I'd say the school curriculum will be helpful for them when they go for the internship. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely,
If
ma'am.
anybody wants to add on, they can.
Sure. No worries. So I would want to know what kind of internships are best for students. If you could list, if you could tell us anything about, Kiran ma'am, if you could, you just list what all internships or what all areas people could, do their internships or will benefit them. Kiran ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Vishaka. Thank you, Entab, for inviting us for such a wonderful platform. Every time we talk about certain things in through your program, it's very, very useful for students, parents, and teachers. In fact, for all educationists, and it's going to benefit the society. So thank you very much, first of all, for arranging such wonderful talks. To the question that you're asking, what types of internship we must focus on, or what type of internship the student should go for. This is what the question you asked me, I believe.
Right.
And the question says, internship, as everyone, Dr. Sujata ji just now discussed about internship. Dr. Preeti also discussed that internship is very, very important. Whatever the children are learning in school, they're going to apply in their real life. They're going to apply in their careers. So if many a times what is happening, children are confused what to do, specifically when they come to class 11. They want to study commerce, but they do not know what commerce is, what areas are there, what career they will go for. Or if they want to study humanities, or if they want to study medical sciences, if they want to study engineering, and if they're given the exposure at school level before going to class 11, I think that's going to be a wonderful idea. Maybe a child who is studying BCom or MCom and wants to be a banker is not liking the smell of the currency of the notes. Once the child is gone, sent to for internship attached with the bank, and start sitting on cashier's position and start counting the notes, maybe after a few days, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, he feels this is very cumbersome. I cannot simply bear it, isn't it? Maybe they'll find there'll be that will give them a more better opportunity to decide for their own careers, decide for their own choices in life. And maybe a child who wants to study biology, once the child is sent there, and if we expose them to dissection, it's not there in schools nowadays. Earlier there were labs were there, and they were exposed to all these things. But now they're sent and they have to do some medical sciences, or maybe some any type of hospitals or pharma units. They may not be liking it after some time, or maybe they'll fall in love with that. So both ways, this will give them a better opportunity. So the simple things, any courses that we are doing in the school, we must choose according to the course that they are studying. I mean, suppose if I am having commerce in my school, or if I'm in biology, if I'm going for engineering, if I'm going for humanities, so according to those streams, we must choose. Otherwise, the children going out at different places, and I am not teaching the subject in school. So that wisdom has to be decided by the management and the school wisely, that what type of internship should be there. It can be in banking, it can be in various industries, it can be in various like construction areas, or maybe simple like photography. Some of the children, they are very happy with this. So we can attach them with people, event management. They can be sent and attached with those people also. So these type of internship are going to help them. An internship is very, very important. It's going to play a bigger role in the life of the students. So we must opt for it. I believe all the principals are advocating it, and everyone will advocate it. We all agree to it that yes, it's a very, very important thing which should be done in schools. So that's my take on this.
Yes, very nice. I want to add on that. Say internship in school, I feel that it is an opportunity for the students to take it as a career path without any much more commitment. So because there are so many options, if they don't like that, they can choose with others. As ma'am said, if the child is in a career, commerce department or somewhere, if the child wants to switch over, the child can choose the career where they have got a lot of opportunities like a or the artificial intelligence, the drone, robotics, mobile app development, that all the common options which is available for the other students too. That also they can pursue.
Very true, Sujata ji. Just one more thing I want to add on. I mean, we can create within our school also. Like we can attach the children to our accounts department. Maybe sometimes we send them to library to manage the library.
Yeah,
so,
yes,
and maybe sometimes we can give them the opportunity to handle principal's office also. That type of internship can also be done in the school. Or maybe they can teach in the classroom to have the flavor of teaching.
Exactly, ma'am. As anything, the vocational courses which we have offered for 6 to 8. Really, it's a very good eye opener, and the children now itself they have started choosing which is their forte, where they can excel. That way, they are getting a small training inside the school itself. Yeah.
Very true.
So definitely, I fully agree with Sujata ji and Kiran ji. Yes, schools have really invested a lot in inviting industry professionals talking about their professions, talking about the challenges, and talking about the hardships. So in addition to that, we also have internships wherein, for example, something like the hotel industry, it appears very glamorous, on the face of it. But when a child is actually given sent to a hotel to intern, he understands that, okay, it's not just the front desk sitting with a smile. There's so much more to the hospitality industry. And then they get exposed to the challenges, to the various avenues, to the kind of future which is there in a hospitality industry, or even when we send them to a publishing house. See, today what we see are, what appears to the students is a very different and something which is disconnected from reality. But when they actually pitch into it, take a deep dive into what the entire profession is all about, that it's not all just sitting pretty and interviewing celebrities. It's so much more to it. So definitely children need to understand that yes, there is more to any profession, every profession, and it's a long journey to what we actually see and what our idols are. Sometimes we've had cases where the children take up a profession because they like a particular chef, or because they like somebody who's doing great in the field of computer engineering or artificial intelligence, without actually knowing their aptitude and, of course, the attitude. So both of them have to amalgamate, and all this can only happen. The child can only know what his weaknesses are, what his talent is, and is he really cut out. Rightly said, I may want to become an MBA, but what exactly am I looking at? MBA has got so many different streams, so many different fields. Same goes for engineering. I think all of you will agree. Everybody wants to become an engineer, but you really know what is the role of a mechanical engineer, a computer engineer, a civil engineer. So or what is architecture all about? So, this exposure needs to be given at a very young age, before probably they move into grade 11, do their subject selection, because by that time, as they say, the die has already been cast. And often it becomes difficult for them, especially right now in India, to change their stream. So yes, to get a practical feel of reality that yes, this is what a career is, and not actually what appears on the facade of it. So we have started sending them to hospitals, especially for students who are in the field of humanities, because they often feel that what will we do? But now we know that there is a need for counselors, and not just counselors. I mean, not everybody wants to become a counselor in a school, but they want to maybe help out, reach out to a larger section of the society. So sending them to hospitals where they are actually offering internship, in counseling, in psychology, in sort of having interaction with patients. So there's so much available for the students today. Their plate and their platter is full, and it's up to us, the schools, to show them the path and to ensure that they pick up, even if they pick up an internship and they go to an industry house, or maybe they go to a bank, or maybe they go to a CA firm and they realize, or a law firm, and they realize, no, this is not what I'm cut out for. It's absolutely fine for them to shift gears at that age and that stage. So yes, we, along with the parents and along with the interest of the child, aptitude, talent, competencies, his skills, we'll have to chart out a path of internship and show them, maybe give the openings available, connect them with professionals, with experts. Then only I think they'll be able to find their passion and actually follow what they wish to do, and happily do it with a kind of lifelong learning passion, with a lifelong learning ability and habit. That's very, very important. So I agree with the fact that yes, internships have to be very meticulously planned.
Absolutely, ma'am. From where we can see, a book cannot be judged by its cover. So people need to actually get into the field, understand what exactly they really want to. Because I can admire XYZ, I can admire a fashion Nova, I can admire a celebrity, I can admire a chef, or maybe somebody, just as a banker. But actually, what it takes to be that one has to be, coming with that certain knowledge of going on field, witnessing all by yourself, and then analyzing whether you want to take it as a long term goal, or it's just the short term plan that you always wanted to get into. So coming up with that, I would want to know
Especially, I would just like to put in a line here that especially the media industry, it's attracting it's really become a magnetic attraction for the students without them understanding what actually entails, what are the different fields available, and how hard it is to reach up to the idols whom we are actually trying to space, or we are trying to craft our career, keeping them as our role models. So very, very important for us to give them a wider vision of what every career is actually about, the challenges, the problems, and of course the struggles and the hardships.
Absolutely, ma'am. So, coming up to another question that I would like to ask is, should students be entitled to some benefits of stipend for doing an internship, just to encourage them or to make them aware that nothing comes from just the work that you're doing?
The first paycheck, that gives a lot of happiness to anybody, right? The basic needs that they can meet out by that. As well, when they want to do a research on it, if they have some money in their hand, they have the freedom to use it for their researchers. That gives really the happiness to the students. At the same time, if they are in a younger age, for example, for a middle school students, if they get a small amount as a stipend or internship money, really they know the value of money and how to save money, how to use that money very effectively. That when it comes to the senior secondary students, definitely they will try to invest that money somewhere else. So the economy part also they will come to know about it, and the investment and the value added diversification, how to do that, and how we can invest and how we can earn some profit out of it, and which amount that will be saved, which to be spent, how to make other people happy. That's a very, very important. But sometimes, they will have the flair in their mind that if I have some money in my hand, I will help them out in such a way. So that sort of, humanity that gets developed in them. At the same time, they are get motivated becoming an young entrepreneur. Yes, when they are having money, yes, trademarship that can be. So then when they have money, when they are trying to expose that to the economy level, definitely they will Google more, and that will improve the economy of the nation as such. They are the future nation builders. Definitely they will do a proper job in this. At the same time, when they have money in their hand, the responsibility is more, right? So they learn responsibility in a hidden way when they have money in their hand. At the same time, that create connects between the parents and the students as well. When they have money in their hand, definitely they will have a discussion. So nowadays, the discussion between the parents and the students are getting deteriorated because of the digital world. So they want to engage more time in digital world and or conversing with the friends. But when they have money, then definitely they will seek the help of elders. They won't get suggestions pretty much from their friends and their age group. So definitely this gives a lot of confidence to them. It creates humility and the empathy towards others, and the life skill what they learned to share the hard-earned money with others to make others to happy. The best part is making others to be happy in the world. So money is also play a vital role for that. When they are exposed to get money for that internship, they will start saying to you, so whether I have chosen the correct profession as a career for my future. So then they will start Googling more and they will find the correct career. Of course, job satisfaction is very, very important when they choose a profession. At the same time, which is it suitable for? That's the other question, right? When they go in hand and start doing that, definitely they will see to it that. So little amount when they get, that's nothing wrong in it if they are ready to use that in a judiciary.
Sure, ma'am.
Yes, others can add on.
Yeah,
sure, a little bit or two. A simple thing like there's a very simple and very famous quote: "Money makes the mayor go." So it absolutely it gives you more responsibility, more accountability, and seriousness towards the work which they'll be doing. And I want to narrate just a small story. I mean, just it's a little story. There was a father who used to donate a lot. So he was earning and he used to give 1 rupee to this boy and used to say that go and throw it in the well. So every day this practice was going on. And when this boy grew up and started earning, he brought his first earnings to first salary to the man. And he says he keeps a small amount and a bigger amount gives to the boy and says, go and throw it in the same well. And the boy just cannot move. He's stands still. He says, why? With a lot of difficulty, with lots of waiting, I have earned this money with lots of hardships. How can I throw it? So this gives a model of the story is when the father was giving, he never questioned why the money is being thrown to the well. And when the money belonged to him, he started realizing, no, I just cannot, even 1 rupee from this, I cannot put it in the well. So this is the role of the money. So the money is very, very important in life. And when children will be exposed to earning money at this tender age, they will realize the importance, how to earn, how to save, and how to manage the money, isn't it? Because they are earning it. If they don't go for internship, if they keep themselves absent, the days will be counted. They'll be paid according to their work only. So this assessments, they'll realize that it's not easy to earn money. So they'll start respecting their parents, their earnings, and they will manage the money also very well. If small part of money or maybe some points, anything, where some gifts, it can be anything. And the little certificates that they get, that always motivates and promotes them. And I think they'll become more responsible, more accountable, and they will do it with more integrity and seriousness. That will improve the things.
Absolutely, ma'am. Preeti ma'am, would you like to add something?
Yes, I think they have summed it up so well, Sujata ji and Kiran ji. Yes, absolutely. Awards and rewards always go a long way in incentivizing, in encouraging the students, and in exciting them to do better. So just like we talk about digital literacy, I think financial literacy, financial responsibility is as much a part of the growing up and preparing students for the future. They need to understand the value of money. They need to understand that, yes, with money comes responsibility, accountability. And I think if internships are paid, a kind of a rigor, a kind of a discipline sets in. So they do not just take it, when things come for free, at times the value add is lost. So when they are paid for it and they are made to account for their time, they are made to give in those 6 or 7 hours, or they are made to come even on weekends, or there's, the kind of roles and assignments, assessments given to them, the feedback given to them, all that is taken with a kind of a positivity and with an attitude to learn. So definitely when we add an element of a paid internship, or even if it is paid volunteerism, there are times when volunteers are also are sent to different places, and even they're giving them that kind of an incentive or that kind of an reward certificate makes a lot of difference. And that makes the entire internship process more serious. And when they're serious and they're actually doing it with their heart and soul to it, definitely learning does happen. They get to learn a lot, they get to receive a lot, and they feel grateful about the time that they have spent. And they feel that, yes, I have actually, it sort of just hikes up and hones up their self-esteem also. So getting that first stipend, they come back home and they share it with their family. That's a completely different high which the children get, when they have actually earned it. So they have that kind of a feeling will probably push them and egg them on further to become better citizens who can manage finances, who can plan finances, and who can understand the value of money and financial planning.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And it is completely true what have you said, completely in terms of finances, in terms of having a better experience, having an exposure to, going to XYZ field and understanding the on ground experience of how exactly things are. How do you relate with people? How do you communicate with people? How do you make relations with people and colleagues around you? How do you, manage your funds? How proud you feel once you get back home with certain amount of token of gesture that internships come along with. So it is adding a lot of value, plus add on to your resume. Once you walked out of your school, you have those skills, you have those experiences, you have those knowledge wherein you can fit into a harsh reality world, which can maybe offer you great deals. So absolutely collated by all of the faculties here, and it was really an insightful and a fruitful session wherein we get to know that yes, everybody is looking forward to have those internships as a part of the curriculum. And that's all for today, and I would like to thank all the faculties for having for coming here and
Thank you so
sharing their
much.
viewpoints. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you.
It
Thank
was a
you.
pleasure
Thank
to be here today and to meet
you.
all of you. Thank you so much.
Goodbye. Wonderful.
Thank you so much. With this, I'll be ending here, and we'll get back to you with another session. Do subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for more notifications. Have a nice day. Bye bye.